For the first time, Jordanian planes have airdropped British medicine, food, and fuel into northern Gaza. And an American company hopes to make the first commercial landing on the moon later today. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The United Kingdom and Jordan have airdropped aid into Gaza. Jordan has done this before, about a dozen times, but this is the first time Jordanian planes have dropped British aid into the occupied territory. NPR's Lauren Frayer has more from London.
The UK Foreign Office says Jordanian Air Force planes airdropped UK-funded medicine, fuel, and food directly to Tal al-Hawa Hospital in northern Gaza. It says the 4-metric-ton shipment is equipped with GPS so that officials can track exactly where it's distributed. The United Nations says Israeli restrictions, fighting, and a breakdown of order on the ground have made it difficult to deliver aid by land. Convoys have had to turn back from northern Gaza in recent days. The Jordanian military says this was its 12th aid drop so far. In addition to its own aid, Jordan is helping to deliver about $1.3 million of UK aid to Gaza. Lauren Frayer, NPR News, London.
House Republicans are continuing their impeachment probe into the president despite new criminal charges against a central witness in the case. He's accused by prosecutors of lying about the claims at the heart of the inquiry. NPR's Eric McDaniel reports President Biden's brother, James, spoke behind closed doors to House lawmakers yesterday.
Republicans claim so far without evidence that Joe Biden was involved in his family's foreign business dealings. It's why Republicans called his brother James to appear before them, though he said repeatedly that the now president has not been involved at all. Here's lead investigator Republican Jim Jordan of Ohio on the charges against a central witness.
Well, it is what it is, so doesn't change the fundamental facts.
House Republicans are eager to set up a contrast with GOP frontrunner, former President Donald Trump, who's facing more than 90 criminal charges ahead of a general election. But it remains to be seen whether Republicans have the near unanimous support within the caucus that they'd need to impeach Joe Biden. Eric McDaniel, NPR News, Washington.
An American company is hoping to make the first commercial landing on the surface of the moon. As NPR's Jeff Brumfield reports, NASA has invested heavily in this mission.
The robotic spacecraft called Odysseus is orbiting just a few miles above the lunar surface. It was built by Houston-based Intuitive Machines as part of a NASA program to encourage private spaceflight to the moon. Later today, Odysseus will slowly descend to a crater near the lunar south pole. Things have gone smoothly so far, but a smooth landing is far from assured. Several missions have crashed into the moon in recent years. Jeff Brumfield, NPR News.
There are continued reports this morning of cellular service outages across the U.S. The tracking website Down Detector says major cell providers are affected, including at&t, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Some jurisdictions are saying people may have trouble placing 911 calls from their cell phones. There are cautions from officials from San Francisco to Erie, Pennsylvania. You're listening to NPR.